All right. Good morning. Today is Monday, February the 28th. It's the last day of the month. Okay. If you haven't already, please make sure that you put your first and last name at the top of your packet, the date. The assignments that are due this week. This is a short week, so everything's due on Thursday. We have our warm up. We have our homework. And do not forget that it's due Thursday, okay? We have a coin toss activity. Tutoring this week is Tuesday, virtual at 3 p.m. Today, we're going to do the warm up. Then we're going to start our ELG review. That's what the note cards are for. The ELG review is going to be a project grade in the fourth quarter. Okay. Then we're going to do some guided practice with making predictions with a scatter plot. So we did scatter plot, making predictions. That's what we're working on today. We do have a short quiz on Friday, and the quiz is on making predictions. Scatter plots. Not Friday, Thursday. Sorry, y'all. It's a very short quiz. Your homework, we have Monday's homework, and I will be creating a homework help video. I'm going to send it to you and remind, but I'm also going to put it on Canvas. Okay, I'm going to pause to give you a chance to write. Don't forget that work is due Thursday. Thursday's date is 3/3/22. Okay? I'm going to pause for the calls. All right, here we go. Anyone still copying? Okay, so let's do a new page in our planner. This is going from February, I'm abbreviating, the 28th. This week is a short week. It's to March the 3rd. It's Thursday. This is Q3W6. Gonna write the same thing on this side. We got February 28th through March 3rd. This is quarter 3, week 6. Progress reports go out this week on Wednesday. Again, this is 2/28. Tuesday is 3/1. Wednesday is 3/2. And Thursday is 3/3. Okay. On 3/4 is the teacher work day. So there's no school. You can put no school there. And then you can always fill in these dates. It's optional. You don't have to. Okay. Please, if you have any makeup work, you need to work on your makeup work. You have makeup work, you need to work on your makeup work. Okay. Monday, in our packet, we have Math 8 homework. And there's a homework help video. Okay. Don't forget that Tuesday is our virtual tutoring. And that's at 3 p.m. And then Thursday, work is due. Okay, need to make sure that you submit. And I'm going to pause to give you a chance so you'll see what's going on here. All right, let's look at the warm-up. Between which times did Kurt run the fastest? So we're looking for where it's the steepest slope. All right, so this is from 0 to 10 minutes, and then it's kind of steep. And then from 10 minutes, it looks like to maybe a little past 20 minutes here. But this line is not as steep as this one. And then he didn't run it all. I guess he took a break. And then from here to here, it still doesn't look as steep as this line here. So for the first 10 minutes, he ran the fastest. Spell it out. And remember, we're just looking to see which slope is the steepest. Okay? This is just saying the steepest slope. Okay? I'll pause for the calls. All right, so this last warm-up problem, we're solving this inequality. So the first step with solving the inequality is to perform the distributive property. So we're going to do distributive property here. We're going to multiply -6 times both numbers in the parentheses. -6 times 1 is -6. -6 times a positive 7a is a -42a. Bring down the less than or equal to sign, or inequality. We're going to do distributive property over here as well. We're going to multiply this -7 times both numbers in the parentheses. I'm going to go ahead and bring down the -2, okay? -7 times a positive 1 is -7. -7 times a positive 6a is going to be a -42a. Okay. Now we're going to combine like terms that are alike. Let's look at this side first. We cannot combine these terms because these two terms are not alike. On the opposite side of the inequality, we can combine these two numbers because they are like terms. So we have -2 minus 7, and that gives us a negative what? Anybody know? You have a calculator. I'm going to bring this down while you figure that out. Bring this down. -9. Okay, so we've done this, and we want to bring down the -42a. So now we want to move the variables to the same side. So when we move the variables to the same side, look how they're the same, so it doesn't matter which one you move. I'm going to move this -42a. I'm going to add 42a to both sides. A -42a plus 42a is 0. So I'm left with -6 on this side. Bring down the inequality. Again, a -42a plus 42a is 0. So I'm left with -9. The variables cancel out. So my solution is either going to be infinitely many or no solution. Is -6 less than or equal to -9? Is this true or false? This is less than or equal to. Is this true or false? It's false. This is false. So this is a no solution. If it was true, it would be infinitely many. But since it's false, it's a no solution. That's our answer for this one. I'm going to pause for the calls, give you a chance to write. All right. Don't forget to watch the homework help video tonight to help you with your Monday's homework. And this is what it looks like in the packet. Okay, so please do not forget to watch the homework help video. All right, we're gonna do our ELG review. A couple days a week, we're gonna go ahead and start reviewing for our ELG. That means doing a little bit of remembering notes and also working out of our ELG booklets. Okay, the ELG booklets I'm gonna keep in the classroom, but you're gonna hold on to the notes that we take on the note cards. Okay, I'm gonna set my timer so I don't go over time because sometimes I get long-winded. All right. Now it's just alarms. Okay. All right, so here we go. On your first note card, I'm going to turn it over on the back. You need to put your name on it. This is our ELG review cards. And this is a fourth quarter project. So please hold on to your cards. Because that's such a shortage in everything, paper, everything. If you lose your note cards, you're going to have to purchase them, okay? Because it's expensive for me to buy note cards for all of my classes. So if you lose the first one that was already purchased, the second one is going to be on you, okay? That's only fair because I'm giving you free note. It's not free because it's costing us. But if you lose it, you need to replace it with your own funds, okay? Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right. So this is, you can decorate this. I don't care. Just do that on your own time, okay? Yeah, that'll be okay. Yeah, that'll be okay. Because they are out of ink. I don't know what else to do, you know. So I don't really know what else to do, you know. All right, so the second. Okay, thank you. So on the second note card, we are writing steps for solving multi-step equations. Say again, baby. It's only two. You got this one is your first one, and this one is your second one. It's only two. Did I give you more than two cards? I didn't mean to. Steps for solving multi-step equations. The very first step is distributive property. Okay, so perform distributive property first. That's what we did in our warm-up this morning. We did distributive property first. If you forget, over here to the side, distributive property, that's where you multiply 3 times the 2a plus 3 times the 3, okay? You're going to multiply 3 times both numbers in the parentheses, okay? Number 2, you're going to combine like terms on each side of the equal sign. Combine like terms on each side of the equal sign separately. Okay. Okay. Number 3, you're going to move the variables to the same side.
Taylor.
I do. Taylor. Move the variables to the same side. And then last, you need to isolate the variable. Isolate the variable. And you use multiplication, addition and subtraction first. That's what you do first. And then last, you're going to do multiply or divide. Okay. And I'm going to pause for the calls. Okay, so here, I want you to put the cards back together, the cards together again. And then take your ring. You're going to have tons of other cards that you're going to put on here. But these are your first two. And this is a project grade. Huh? Say again. Did everybody get one in this row? Did you get one? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right. Okay, so now in your interactive notebook, show you how to make a pocket in the back so that you can put the cards in there. So you turn to the very last two pages in your notebook. This very last page here, we're going to take this page and fold it back just like this, just a little. The last page, just take it and fold it back. You could have used that page. That's okay. It's you just making a pocket. All right, so you do that, and then I'm going to staple for you. Look at how I'm stapling mine. I might send around the staple. Or as you're working, I might staple it. But I'm going to staple these edges right here. Just two on the bottom and one along the side. Okay? Just like that. And then you're going to put the note cards in here. Just like that. Okay? So this is, on this little tab, I'm going to write, what did I say? I forgot what I said. EOG. I lost my train of thought, y'all. EOG review cards. And again, this is a fourth quarter project. Okay. All right. Any questions about that? All right. I'm going to pause. Pause for the calls. Did you get it, DJ? Did you get hers? Okay. All right. Me too. All right. Okay. All right. Let's do. Kylie, sit up, babe. All right. Let's turn our calculator on. Second plus 712. Second plus 712. Yellow button. Second. Plus sign. Number 7. Where it says reset. And if something's missing, I'm going to go over to all. Just in case. All. Enter. Reset. Okay. So I'm resetting everything. All right, so now we are going to make predictions by using the line of best fit. So we want to do the line of best fit in the calculator again. And then we're going to take that equation and make predictions. Okay, so let's do that. All right, so meal cost is X and the tip is Y. So we're going to type this in and figure out what the equation is going to be. So to type a table into your calculator, you're going to go to stat. You're going to press enter on edit. We're going to type in these X values here under L1. So that's going to be $4.75. So type in $4.75 and then press enter. The next cost is $6.84. $6.84. Press enter. The next cost is $12.52. $12.52. Enter. The next cost is $20.42. $20.42. Enter. And then the last cost is $8.97. $8.97. Enter. Okay, that should give us 5 numbers. We're on the 6th line, so we should have 5 numbers. Now we're going to press the arrow over button right here to go over to the second list so that we can type in our tip. So the first tip is 50 cents. So that's 0.5. The second tip is 90 cents. Okay. And the third tip is $1.50. I never leave like pennies and change and stuff. It's 5 or up. You know what I'm saying? Just that's cheap. Leave $1.50. 3 and then 1. It's just pretty cheap. Yeah, it's a little cheap. Don't go out to eat. All right.
What they gonna go with $1?
I mean, yeah, like really, $1? That's an insult. I just wouldn't do people like that. All right, so this is what you should have typed in, okay? So now we're gonna press the stat button right here. Go back to stat. Then press the arrow over button to where it says CAL, calc. Lynn Reg, very good, babe. And then press enter. And this is your equation here. We're gonna round, since we're talking about money, we need 2 spaces behind the decimal. So this is gonna be y is equal to 0.16 cent. We're gonna round this up to 6. X minus 30 cents. So that's going to be our equation. Again, y is equal to, and we got 2 spaces behind the decimal. So that's going to be 16 cent, 0.16 x. See, this is x. And our b is a negative. This is 29.9, so we're going to round it to 30. So this is minus 30 cents. Okay. Now, this is where you're making a prediction. Any questions about how I got the equation? It says, if this trend continues, if the next dinner orders a meal that costs $10.50, how much tip would you expect? So remember, the meal is X. So we're going to substitute $10.50 in for X so that we can figure out what the tip amount is. So this is going to be y is equal to 0.16 cent times the $10.50 minus 0.30 to see what our answer is going to be here. Let's type this in the calculator. Let's do this together. We have 0.16 times $10.50 minus the 30 cents. Okay, you type it in just like that. Press enter so you can write your answer down. And I'll pause for the pause. $1.38, and you type that in.
Told us to come up here because our one test is not working.
right, let's do the next one. Can you hit the black button up here, please? Jaden, can you hit the black button, please? All right, so let's do this one right here. And then you're going to do the other two on your own. So we're going to follow the same steps again. Please make sure that you listen to how I'm doing this so that you don't have any issues doing this on your own. Okay, so number 2, it says the table below gives you the number of hours studied. That's X. This is hours studied. And for the exam grade. Okay, so this is your exam grade here. This is the grade. All right, so again, we're going to clear our calculator. Second plus 7, 1, 2. Second plus 7, 1, 2. I'm going to do it again. The yellow button, the second button, the plus sign, 7, 1, 2. All right, I'm going to go to stat. Here's stat to type in my numbers. I'm going to press enter. Yes. As time has passed. All right, so now we got our X values under L1 and our Y values under L2. So we got 2, enter, 5, enter, 1, enter, 0, enter, 4, enter, 2, enter, and 3, enter. You type in these values under the X. Remember, it's on your paper. Your Y values, for right beside 2, you're going to put 77. So he made a 77, he or she, after studying 2 hours. After studying 5 hours, this person made a 92. 1 hour, this person made a 70. 0 hours, this person made a 63. 90, 75, and 84. Okay. You have to have the same number of X values as Y values. And you do. All right, so after you type your numbers in, where do you go after that? You press the stat button, then what? Go to calc, and then what's after calc? Len Red. And press enter, and enter again. Okay, our grades are whole numbers. So we need to round to the nearest whole number. So our slope here is going to be 6, and B is going to be 64. Okay? So let's do that. We got Y is equal to, again, bless you, your A is 6, X plus 64. Now, what is the expected grade? Okay, predict the exam grade of a student who studied for 6 hours. So X is equal to 6. So this time we got Y is equal to 6 times 6 plus 64. Type this in and see what you get as your answer. If you study for 6 hours, what's the predicted amount or the predicted score that you're going to make? So we have 6, very good, 6 times 6 plus 64. And that gives you 100. Very good. So the expected grade is a 100. Okay. Taylor, go ahead and before the time. All right. You're gonna do 3 and 4 on your own, and we're gonna paste this in our notebook. You're gonna do 3 and 4 on your own. This is gonna go. I forgot what page. The last page that we were on. This is page 15. Q3, page 15. This is line of best fit. And making predictions. Please write this down so you'll have this in your notebook. Okay, on this side,